Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to Underground Crypto. What a bloodbath for BTC today. We're going to talk about it. Also, doesn't change a thing. We're going to keep deep diving, keep doing our research, because I do not believe crypto is dead. Apparently, we filled the CME gap. I believe it was 88,200. So maybe that means we're done with this. We're going to look into it. Stay tuned. I'll be with you shortly. And welcome to the channel. We're about to kick off here. Welcome to Underground Crypto, where we are over on Crypto Bubbles, where we always start. How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome in, welcome in. Drop something in the comment. Let me see those custom emojis if you got them. And what a bloodbath for BTC today. Everybody feeling it? I believe everybody is feeling it in one way or another, whether you're just watching your portfolio or you're down in a trade. Maybe you're making money shorting. Where's Cam's at? You shorting the market? We filled that CME gap, I believe, at 88,200. Could this be the end of it? I think we'll find out soon enough, right? By tomorrow, we'll know. So XMR is down 17.6%. People just couldn't hang on to that thing. Went from $622 down to $4.99. Happy I sold all my XMR. Well, good job. I hope you sold it before it dumped. And the only thing really up in the top 100 in crypto bubbles is IP, which is Story, Canton, and River. What did Canton get up to? Got up to 13 cents. And River has been staying pretty trendy and doing pretty decent in price action here. I mean, it's still up 58% on the week. It doesn't look like it gave. Let's go to the week. Yeah, really didn't have a whole lot of drawback. It's one thing that I'm noticing here. Let's drop down another 100. Is that some altcoins have held up really well in this dump, which is pretty crazy. Axie Infinity. Let's go to Axie Infinity on the week. Yeah, Axie Infinity didn't care about this BTC dump at all. It's up 20% just today. Fluid is down 15. Decred down 10. Pippin is down 7.9. Zen down 7.1. There were plenty of coins that did pull back though, right? Jasmy pulled back 5.9%. Call it 6%. Now let's jump down another 100. So I made a couple bucks shorting, sold it at the top. Bankroll back up to my healthy 100. Let's see if we can increase my spot now using only leverage trading winnings. Nice. Sounds like you're not doing too shabby. Somebody go tell Bankroll that we are that we're live. Every time you say Bankroll, I always think you're talking about Bankroll. ARC, AI Ring Complex. Okay, I've never heard of this. It's very interesting. It's up 26.7%. I'm sure it'll be on the radar. We have Comedian, which I'm sure is a meme coin. I've been over it before. It's just like a banana duct taped to a wall. It's pretty funny. 7.6%. And STX up 9.5%. Space and Time 9.5%. I don't really know what this is. So it seems like we have plenty of things to go look at and see what's going on. So first we're going to do our price rundown. Then we're going to hop over to TradingView and take a look at Bitcoin on the charts, see what's going on. So Bitcoin $88,314, Ethereum $2,928, BTC down under 90,000 and Ethereum under 3,000. So go figure. 7.8% drawdown in the last 7 days for BTC and 12% drawdown for Ethereum. They really cooked it a little bit there. How does this hurt how you feel about crypto? Are you ready to give up? Do you hate crypto now? If you hate crypto because of this dump, smash the like button. BNB $868, down 8.2%. XRP $1.89, down 13%. Solana $125, down 14.4%. The big coins got cooked the hardest. Dogecoin down to 12 cents, down 17.6%. Cardano 35 cents, down 16.8%. So if you don't see the trend here, I don't know what to tell you. Monero $499, down 26.5%. Chainlink $12.13, down 14.2%. XLM 20 cents, down 13.4%. Zcash $349, down 13.7%. So everything seems to be down at least 12 to like 25%. SWI $1.47, down 22.7%. And this thing was already starting to dump before because of the outage that they had on the blockchain. That's not a good look. Avalanche $12, 18.1%. And remember, Solana had some times where their network was down, and they still are around. So maybe SWI can make this work. Hyperliquid, $21, down 18.1%. Canton Network, we touched on, 12.5 cents, down 17.5%. What is Campsta saying here? Knowing me, I'll be in the dumps in no time. Hey, you gotta say good stuff, man. You gotta keep with the positive vibe, right? It's easy when you know which way the market is going. When Monero starts getting talked about, I knew it was time to sell. Well, there's a good indicator, top indicator. Even if it was a local top. Let's go down and see if Flare. Let's see how hard Flare did or didn't crash. And it's down to 108, which it's been to several times. That's nothing crazy. Let's go take a look at what's trending. But before we do, let me port you over to the charts. And let's take a look at BTC in TradingView. There we are. So I got us on the 3-minute. Pop down to the 1 minute real quick. So the 1 minute is above the 200. This is where it all starts. Now, it's no guarantee that anything is going to happen. But one thing you'll notice here is that we didn't meaningfully, this is like the only spot here where we like meaningfully got above the 200, right? All the rest of it, it was under the 200, or it was just barely, like here you barely wicked above, here you barely wicked above. But this is a 1 minute chart, so I mean you're talking about what, 5 minutes? This one was probably 2 minutes or less. And so one thing you'll notice, this is why the 200 is so crucial when you're watching price action, especially on the 1 minute, is they will not let this thing really get above. You can see right here where we had the big dump is where it touched the 200 and then it had a huge dump. So when you're bearish, they don't let you get above the 200. So if we want to know if this kind of bloodbath is over, well, then I guess we need to kind of look at how long we stay above this 200 moving average for BTC on the 1 minute. Now, I did see this inverted head and shoulder, and it had a measured move. Let's grab that. Come on, cooperate. I am live. All right, and so now it's pretty much hit its measured move. Like how that works. Now, I didn't think a whole lot of it when I saw this inverted head and shoulder, because I have been seeing nothing but inverted head and shoulders all over the place, and none of them were playing out. Remember, the patterns are not 100%. They don't play out 100% of the time. I think most people know that if you've been pattern trading. This one I thought might take us somewhere. You know, it was like shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, 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 bigger shoulder, and then huge dump. So a lot of inverted head and shoulders. There was one here. You know, there was one there. There was one there. So notice we were making that head and shoulder reversal pattern over and over and over and over and over again for the last couple of days, but we just couldn't get any pump out of it. It was a little bit frustrating, I must say. Plague Dog's in the building. It's been a while since I've seen you. Says Sloppy Bart Simpson. What time frame? What time frame are we talking about? Says I'll buy it back soon. There you go. Melissa in the house. I hope, Melissa, that this price action hasn't got you too frustrated. I saw you post in the Discord. Hope you're all right today. Hello, strong vibes. Let's share the good vibes to the channel. Hey, thank you for saying that, motivational hero. And hey, being motivational can make you a hero. That's for sure. One thing I'm already peeping here, shoulder, head, and that was a terrible shoulder, head, shoulder. Oh, that looks like some cat ears. And you know what I realized today? The other day I was drawing cat ears pattern. And I was like, I don't know where the measured move is for this. A cat ears pattern is really just a shoulder, head, and shoulder. So I assume you do the same thing. Just like a very distinctive head and shoulder pattern. 1 minute. Bart Simpson on the 1 minute. I assume you're talking about this right here, right? Are you talking about like an inverted Bart Simpson? Or do you think we're dropping lower? And I wouldn't be surprised if we dropped lower. Not at all. Now, a good sign here would actually be the Adam and Eve. That has a 90% pump on it, according to the lifer. That's what he's always told us. So that would be pretty amazing if we could get that. That would make me a lot more confident. Now, if you pop up to like the 15, we have some pretty strong bearish div. That's what these yellow lines are, right? I'm drawing the trend line on the bottom, trend line on the bottom of the RSI. That is bearish divergence. And, it is regular bullish divergence. If you're on the bottom, that's bullish. If you're on the top, then it gives you bearish. You have regular, you have hidden on both sides of the coin there. This is just some regular bullish divergence. And you have it on large time frames. I mean, you got it on the 4 hour, like, you know. Well, wait, I thought we had it on the 4 hour. Maybe it was the hour. Maybe that's what I was looking at. Yeah, you have it on the 1 hour. So hopefully that means we can at least get up. I mean, look at the gap here between the 200 and price action. That is a big gap in my opinion. If we flip this upside down, what would we say? We're way too far away from the 21. We're far away from the 200. There you go. But you can see even this 200 is curving. So I hope we can rectify that. Anyways, let's get back to the 15. Maybe we get like a reversal pattern finally on the 15. Something like that. That would be pretty awesome. Or if it was a little bit deeper, like this, that would give us the Adam and Eve double bottom. So I'm optimistic as always, but I only know the fact of my own ignorance. I don't know where price action is going at all. Just glad to see a meaningful, you know, get above the 21 or the 200 on the 1 minute. Let's see if we can do it on the 3. I won't feel really good at all until we get back above the 200 on, say, the 15, which is big, you know. But you got to start with the lower time frames. We're above it on the 1. We're holding the 21 here. We're holding the 21 moving average, has been holding us up a little bit on the 3 minute. See if we can get back above that 200. They absolutely squeezed the heck out of the longs. I think it's the shorts' turn, right? Does everybody agree that it's now the shorts, the bears' turn to get squeezed? I think so. I think that would be fair. Nothing in life is fair, though. All right, let's go back to where we were. Continue the show. Thank you so much. Absolutely. No, just the past 30 minutes on the 1 minute. Yeah, the cat ears is part of the Bart Simpson of his head, maybe. Okay, evening, everyone, she says. Thank you for being here, Melissa. Pull a fib on the 4-hour. Question is, do we 786? Was that it? You know what? I was looking at that. I'll port us back over real quick so we can look at that, because I do love some Fibonacci. I know you're a lifer, so you're looking for the right things, that's for sure. Now let's hop over and take a look at the 4-hour. He wants to look at the Fibonacci. Well, the critical thing about the Fibonacci retracement, and sorry I have so many lines. I guess I could get rid of these lines up here because they're pretty much irrelevant at this point in time. But the other ones I have notifications on. So, all right, let's pull that fib. See, where do you pull it from? If you pull it from here, I gotta move my frame a little bit. Bang, make us a little smaller. Get that dialed in a little more. I mean, you're definitely through that 786. Now, if you pull it more from here, then you're bouncing perfectly off the 786. So everybody kind of pulls their fib from different places. I would honestly say I prefer to pull it from the impulse, from the beginning of the move, where the move started. This stuff right there. That's where I usually like to pull my fib from. So we haven't broke the 0 line yet, which is good because that kind of negates the whole Fibonacci idea. But you're definitely through the 786. Hopefully that means we could get a pump from there. And let me get rid of that Fibonacci there because it gets very congested on the chart when you leave that. And I'm even going to get rid of these yellow lines because they can be very distracting too. But there is bullish div on the 1 hour all the way up to the 1 hour. The 4 hour didn't seem to have it. All right, what's going on in this chat? So hopefully lower swing low, tweezer bottoms. Yep. Drizzy TV. What is up? He says, what's up, bro? I'm finally recovering from Plume scam coin. Never again buying trash Plume scam coin. Hey, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, I don't own any Plume personally, but there's plenty of other coins that I own that have not been performing. Tweezer bottom with a green, that should be good. I am certainly hoping so. At this point, you know, I've been beat up enough. I got enough trauma from BTC price action here that I'm not confident about anything, but I'm optimistic and I'm keeping my, you know, head level and watching whatever happens as it happens. I am in a trade. I did get it in and things dumped and it was terrible. Really sucked. Here's this US oil. Now, a buddy of mine, this is where I always feel bad because this thing is up a lot. He wanted to buy this coin, or he asked me if I knew anything about it. When he asked me about this coin, it had been out for, I don't know, like 12 hours or something like that. It had a very tiny market cap. It has exploded since then. These type of things sketch me out. Can they pump? Of course they can pump. Anything can pump. US Oil is a great name, but then you have to ask yourself some critical questions about, like, does this coin actually have anything to do with US Oil? That becomes the question right there. Trash coin, but I just watched your Hyperliquid video a while back. I'm definitely buying that coin at $19. That sounds like a great entry for Hyperliquid. Hyperliquid, I mean, you can't see in this environment, it's hard to really harp on any coin like the better coins in the top 100, right? Hyperliquid, because nothing has been performing well. It's been, and now BTC at least was pumping. Now it's not even performing all that well. So unless you're shorting it, unless you're a bear. Anyways, this is crypto. Welcome in, welcome in. Now it's at 0. I put 10K in the plum at 10 cents. Now it's at 0. Ouch. Yeah, I hear you, man. I've taken losses in this space for sure, and I've taken wins as well. I actually like when it dumps since I can now short. I'd be devastated before I found MEXC. Yeah, there you go. Now, then we have Seeker. No price here, so I'm going to say token generation event hasn't happened yet, but they have a chart. How do you have a chart for a token, you know, or a project with no token? I digress. We'll look at these two in a minute for sure. We would do our due diligence. Bitcoin trending probably for all the wrong reasons. Axie Infinity up 82% in the last 7 days. Pudgy Penguin, Sandbox, Ethereum, Monero, Solana, Pendle, PaxG, XRP, BitTensor. Wasn't XRP lower than this? Maybe I didn't read XRP's price before. SPX 6900, Tether Gold. There you go. Really, it's these top two that I want to look at here. So US oil or USOR. 53.4 million in its market cap. Max chart says this thing came out January 13th. So, 7 days ago. Somebody did tell me about it. But I see so many coins come out every day, I'm kind of numb to it. It's on Solana. It's a real world asset tied to oil of some sort in some way, at least narrative why. So let's see what they have to say about this thing, right? The U.S. oil reserve tokenized as USOR. USOR gives on-chain exposure to real-world oil reserves secured by the United States Oil Reserve and held to an American-grade standard of security, transparency, and governance. The token behaves like a reserve asset, not a fleeting meme narrative. And the view our transparency. Okay. Government-verified reserves, federal custody, and on-chain ledger. This could be worth looking at. I don't really know. It's easy to type words on a website. Who knows if this thing is good at all. High-level reserve snapshot, live feed. Indicated reserve value, 803,000. Coverage oil-backed, mandated US aligned, transparency rails, on-chain ledger, and public reserve disclosure. It was a Solana token. Luckily, it didn't have the pump.fun category. So that makes me feel a little bit better about it. There's a swap, I guess, to get into it from Solana. You can swap on Jupiter. Okay, it just redirects you. Treasury holdings. They hold Bitcoin B. That's really interesting. Why don't they just hold real Bitcoin? It's very weird. Ethereum, XRP, ADA, and Solana. Is it at least they show their treasuries? That's kind of cool. Momentum, volume, allocated leader, BTCB. I've heard of this BTCB, but I'm very surprised that that's what they chose over like actual BTC. Anyways, we'll move on. Now you know what it is. I do want to go look at their Twitter real quick and see how much hype this thing has got. Now it's pumped, right? Now it's up. Is it going to run now to $1 billion market cap, or, does it crash and burn from here? When do we go live again? I'm starting to get back into YouTube. Awesome. Yeah. So I go live 8:30 p.m. New York time, Monday through Friday. The weekends are 10 p.m. New York time. Drizzy, you're in the Discord, right? There's a link in the chat to our Discord. Sometimes on like a Sunday or something, I might be a little bit too busy to stream, but I keep everybody updated in the Discord. But usually we're streaming even on the weekend. Somebody show me those custom emojis. And let's keep this chat running so we can pull people in. I'm going to catch you tomorrow, bro. Okay. Have a great night, man. Thank you for stopping by. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. America's oil reserve for the digital age. 17.8 thousand followers. Not very many followers. Let's see. AI generated, picture. That's not very impressive. They didn't even put any work on it. They didn't put any words on it. I know they're not making a thumbnail, but they didn't do anything to it, right? They just had, somebody generate this and then bang. they posted it. So that tells me a little bit of a lack of effort. They only have 9 posts, so it is very new. No pin posts. So maybe a little bit of a lack of understanding about how to run your Twitter. Okay. There you go. I got some notifications here. I probably shouldn't show these, but it's all right. All right. And then what was the other one? The other one was Seeker. Seeker, I don't know anything about. Does it have to do with DeepSeek? Probably not. Solana. This is on solanamobile.com. Infrastructure. It's at $0. It's a nice wick for something that that's at $0. So that's very interesting. This looks to me like they're really gearing up for a launch, and it just hasn't actually launched yet. Let's go look at their Twitter. There's those custom emojis. Thank you very much. No, I deleted Discord. LOL. I need to download. Too many scams in Discord. Hey, we're the only Discord channel you'll ever need. No, I'm just playing. But, we do our best to keep that stuff out. It runs rampant. It is very difficult. I hear you, Drizzy. I hear you. All right, Solana Mobile. Seeker the definitive crypto mobile device. Seek and you will find. So is Seeker the name of the Solana phone? I know about the Solana phone, obviously. I don't know if it has a specific name. I'm sure it does. So, okay, pin post from 10 hours ago has 46,000 impressions out of 376.5 thousand followers, but a very small time frame, 13 hours. Not bad. 23,000, 56,000, 16,000, 25,000. Just looking at the impressions overall. This looks interesting. I'm assuming this is heavily affiliated with Solana. Goes right to Solana Mobile. I don't know. The Solana phone, I kind of was sitting on the back seat for that thing. I wanted to see it come out, get multiple iterations, and be around for a little while before I even ever considered maybe switching over to a Solana phone. But it is really interesting. I bet it's an Android, because why would it be Apple? It'd be crazy if Apple came out with a version. I do prefer the iPhone over the Android. Solana trash phone. Hey, that's probably true. That's why I stayed away from it. It's funny, when the Solana phone came out, that was like when Solana had issues with keeping their network up, right? Their blockchain was down several times around the time that phone came out. And I was just like, yeah, I'm not going to buy the phone of a blockchain that goes down. And Solana's okay, but I'm not crazy on Solana. I mean, it's a big player, don't get me wrong. Fear and Greed Index, 24. So are we still a little bit fearish? Yeah, we definitely are. We're not out of the woods by any stretch of the imagination. To think like, I don't even know, maybe a week and a half ago, we were at 61. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago, but we were up at 61 in the greed not too long ago. 7 days ago, 48. Yesterday was 32. So there you go. And it has been Bear City. Let's go look at what's trending over on Crypto Rank. We like to use Crypto Rank and CoinGecko in tandem here. So we have this Lagrange Labs. We'll touch on it, but we've gone over it for sure. Swarm Network, touched on it, but we'll go over it. And then we went over the Certec, Takashi Network, Coinbase. I haven't looked at that yet. That's interesting. So we got some new coins coming out. Even with crypto dumping, new coins are always launching, and maybe they're good to keep an eye on. I'm not in the mood to buy altcoins after we just had this huge dump, but sometimes that's when it's worth buying. These three here don't even have a token yet, so you can't buy those. Paxi Network we touched on. Nexo, I've looked at that before. All right, so there's already a few things to look at here. Zama, we've talked about that many times. Fogo, we are using a Fogo product. I've talked about it a bunch of times. Owl, we gave a pretty interesting trade on the 4 hour for Owl, so we'll take a look at that. Noise on the radar. I wasn't very bullish on this coin. No token generation event. Hey Elsa, Don't know what that is. Project 11 we looked at yesterday, was not impressed. Football.fun we looked at the day before. So like a lot of new tokens on the radar. Look how many of these tokens don't have price. There's a lot of new tokens launching here. More than usual. Usually we have like 1 or 2 of these a day. We got a whole list of them. Vera we looked at yesterday. So what is this? A Crast? I don't know. I'm terrible with names when I've never heard them said before. Anyways, this actually has a token, so we'll take a look at that. We're going to touch on a lot of things, but we are also going to kind of not spend a crazy amount of time, but I have an idea, right? I have an idea. The idea is let's go actually look at the chart on some of these. Let's go to like the 1 hour. Yeah, this thing doesn't look great. Don't be surprised if a lot of these tokens look terrible. Even on the daily, do we see anything here? Not really. I see a head and shoulder. I can point that out. So shoulder, head, shoulder. Saying, hey, we're probably going to go down more. I really don't like the contrast when a coin has not been around that long. Let's see how long this coin's been around. Yeah, from the 9th of July, 2025, not that long, and it was as high as 350 million, and now it's 55 million. Anyways, this is the Lagrange protocol, is a cross-chain infrastructure that enables the creation of generalized state proofs across all major blockchains. Can I ask what your biggest holding is? Well, yeah, my biggest holding right now, it would be XRP, I'm pretty sure, but I haven't looked at it in a while. You know, it changes depending on what the market's doing, but XRP I bought a long time ago, a decent bag. It's not my biggest holding because I bought a crazy amount of money of it because I really don't have that much of it, but it pumped a lot, so it's up more than anything else. All right, so we took a look at their chart. We spent a little more time on the chart. Let's go to Swarm Network. Swarm Network is dedicated to building a multi-agent collaboration framework. There we go. I didn't mean to go out of it. Let's look at its chart. This thing came out the 2nd of October, 2025. I don't expect anything to have really handled, this BTC dump amazing, or just the environment that we've been in lately in general. I don't expect anything to be doing well. That's a descending triangle, usually dumps. That's usually very, very dumpish. How do we pull the measured move here? Pretty sure it's this. Pretty sure this is the measured move. Either way, that does not look good. It's at 22 million. It's been as high as 104. I wouldn't say it's horrible, but it's not amazing either. And we went over this yesterday. It's all about multi-agent collaboration. It's Swarm. It's about AI agents, but not just one AI agent, a lot of AI agents, like many of them swarming together. Then we have the Certic. Nice XRP. Yeah, exactly. That was a good buy. Lagrange chart looks like it's a reward token users always sell. LOL. Yeah, and that happens a lot. It's funny if you've, one of the main missions here is to raise people's crypto IQ. If you come to the channel, we used to do a topic every day. It was kind of a random crypto topic. It was fun. It was cool. But now we switched to more of like a series that builds upon itself. Today is episode 2 of that series, as it is Tuesday. First episode of the series starts over on Monday, right? And so, we talk about a lot of that kind of stuff. You really reminded me about, going over like reward tokens, and we've talked a lot lately about why certain narratives work and they come back time after time, and why some just don't. And reward tokens is one where they give out too much value too early. The community or people who are involved in it they're not really into it. They just want to get the rewards out of it. And as soon as that runs dry, they're going to run off to the next thing. They're not hardcore community. And I see an awesome super chat coming on in. It says, in the house, blessings and gratitude to all. Underground, my man. What's up, Blues guy? Thank you for the super chat. I greatly appreciate it. And also, I just realized I never set a goal for the day. Not that it's important, but we'll set one. Why not? I wish I would have did it before he super chat, but that's on me. That is on me. Now, you'll be happy to know, Blues Guy, I got the next video for Enosis coming out tomorrow. Thank you for doing those videos. That is super clutch of you. Super glad to have that on the channel. All right, I put the goal, but it's not a big deal. So King of Flare in the house, exactly. Welcome in, Blues Guy. So Certic is a blockchain security firm. Really, the big thing they do here, two big things, right? They do audits. So like if you're a new blockchain or a new company, a lot of times they will have somebody who's considered a professional in the industry audit them and kind of give them the thumbs up, kind of tell people, it's just to build confidence to people that this is legitimate, right? That their code is legitimate, their contract legitimate, all that stuff. Can they be bought and paid for though? We've seen this in a lot of, places in human history, science being one of them. You know, there's definitely been people who've bought off scientists and stuff to say something is approved or gets approved and is good for you. And maybe it's not. Maybe they paid a bunch of money for that. My point is that you can pay off these kind of things. I'm not talking about this company specifically. I have no idea. But when it comes to auditors, they have to build their own reputation and confidence, right? Now, let's see. No token generation event on this thing yet. There's really nothing else to say here. They also, another big thing that they do is like hackathons and what they call like white hat hackers, people who are working for the good side, hacking to find exploits and bugs so that they can fix them, so that the bad hackers, I guess those would be the black hackers, I don't know, the black hat hackers can't exploit things if they find them before they do. All right, Takashi Network is a decentralized coordination layer for intelligent systems. No token generation event. Let's pop over to the website. So is a coordination layer for AI systems, intelligent systems. But when they say intelligent, you think AI. So Tashi transforms coordination into currency, enabling machines, agents, and networks to synchronize the real time without centralized control. Join the swarm. Coordination across trust boundaries, robotics, AI, Internet of Things, 3 layers, 1 coordination stack. So you got this vertex, this lattice, and arc, which connects private coordination. Okay. Very interesting. Their team looks doxed. These look like they are probably real people, right? Except for this guy. They didn't want to know who he was. Clients and partners. They don't really distinguish which one's a client and which one's a partner. I think that's a big deal. Run the infrastructure earned from coordination. Join the swarm. So there you go. That's Tashi. We've been over it. We'll continue to touch on it. We do have a lot of things to cover here, so let's do that. All right, Coinbase. This one's new. I don't know what the heck this thing is. Coinbase is a platform designed to process stablecoin payments using programmable transaction rules. So what is your category? Payments. It is infrastructure for sure. That would be the big one. The niche I'd say the category is infrastructure, finance. Category finance, niche it down to payments, I think is a good way to put it. Any combination of those I think would be good. Let's go look at their Twitter and see what kind of attention they have, as they do not have a token yet. Said Beauty got some more done today. Spectra Flare. Nice. That's pretty awesome. And I'm going to go post here. I wanted to post the thumbnail so that you can give me your opinion on it. I'm going to post it in the Discord right now. All right. I posted the thumbnail for the video. It's coming out tomorrow in the Discord. Blues Guy, tell me what you think of it. Strong vibes never die. They grow to the unlimited, says Leggy. Leggy, are you here on the live? Hopefully he comes to the live. This is Coinbase. So Coinbase enables stablecoins and escrow through smart contracts with built-in risk controls, reversibility. We are trust layer for stablecoins. They don't even have 1,000 followers, so they are very new. I don't know who they're connected to. They only have 17 posts. Pinned post from December 9th has 3.9 thousand impressions. Not so bad with only 552 followers. All right, I see them. but they're going to have to grind it out a little bit more before, it looks good over on Twitter, in my opinion. Let's go to the website. So the trust layer for stablecoin payments, programmable escrow for an instant stablecoin payments, smart contracts. Yeah, so you get it. You get what this thing is all about. It's stablecoins, right? It's financial, it's infrastructure. It's not going to be a coin that you get like super excited about. I would only get excited about this coin if I went to their white paper and they said, all of the money that we make from all of our fees and transactions goes directly to buying the coin, and it's going to pump our market cap. That's the only way I'm getting excited about any of it, right? Now, why would a lot of people not set up their company that way? Well, because if all the money goes into the market cap and then the people are up and they sell it, well, then all the money they just made, they lose the majority of it, right? So that's not really a good look. This is why they have treasuries. As much as I would love for them to do that so that, price goes up, they're not going to probably do that at all. So Nexo is the world's largest and most trusted lending institution in the digital finance industry. Is that true? It's easy to claim, but is it actually true? Let's see how long they've been around. Looks like somewhere around May 3rd, 2022. So they've been around for a while. All right. So they must have a ton of followers over on Twitter, right? Right? It says, yeah, I was watching a video on Spectra today. Interesting. A lot of passive investing, that Flare network. No joke. Well, hey, we'll have a little walkthrough for you tomorrow of how to, know how to use all the features inside of it and stuff like that. I hope you enjoy that. So the premier digital asset wealth platform. Posts not directed towards UK users for UK visits, so they have a separate thing for people in the UK, probably because of regulations and things like that. 282,000 followers, not too shabby. Also followed by Martini Guy, if you know. Nexo is the official digital asset partner of the Audi Revolut Formula One team. Okay, 172,000 impressions. Are they lending money to Formula One racers or something like that? I fail to see how that's relevant, but that's usually just me. And again, this is not a new token. It's just trending, so I wanted to touch on it, make sure you knew what it was. World coins, so we know what a lot of these are. Zama, talked about Zama many times. When you see Zama, you should think homomorphic encryption tools for developers. So this is cryptography company dedicated to developing open source homomorphic encryption tools for developers. Not going to get retail super excited, but could it be very infrastructure? Could it be exciting? What it maybe makes developers capable of doing? Maybe. I don't know all the details. I'm not a developer. It's funny because it says they've raised 8.8 million. But if you go down, it also says they raised 57 million, which is a lot more than that. So I'm surprised they don't have that number up there. I don't know. I don't know why that is. And we'll move on from it. We've gone over Zama. Zama is one. Sometimes a coin will just sit here for weeks. And people will be searching it and looking at it. That's what makes it here. This is the 20 most visited coins in the last 7 days over on CryptoRank. So people are looking at it, but there's no token to buy. And when are they going to do that? Lighter was another one. Lighter would be on the radar a lot. Took forever for them to generate a token. Said we would be grateful. Hit the like button, subscribe, join the Discord, fellow underground crypto on Twitter. Oh, follow. Yeah, there we go. Appreciate you saying that. If people could smash that like button and subscribe, I would be greatly appreciative. Fogo is interesting. It's a Solana virtual machine, layer 1 blockchain, right? And it's designed for basically not having to pay a ton of fees every time you have to approve something and stuff like that, or just staying basically so you kind of almost stay logged in instead of constantly having to approve everything. So you go in, you sign with your wallet, MetaMask, whatever it is, you sign, and then you're in for an amount of time, and you can change it. Here, I'll show it. So this is Fogo, like mining, I guess you could call it. I'll explain that later. But anyways, you have your Fogo wallet up here in the corner, right? And if you go over, you'll see sessions. And you'll see it says session duration. You could do 1 week, 30 seconds, an hour, whatever it is. I got it on 1 week, and then I just update it. And you won't see the other pop up, right? But then I update it, and it just keeps me logged in for a week. So if I need to be logged into this to do this mining here, and this is connected with Fogo, it was very interesting. I really just wanted to check out the wallet and the tech and see how it all worked. And so basically with this thing, this is just like, it's gamified. They give you a digital representation of the mining, right? Which is kind of cool. You can actually click them. I had it on auto, so it goes pretty slow when it's on auto. And you'll see when you hit a green one, I get 1.2 fish. There's, you know, common fish, rare fish, mythic fish, and things like that. So it's cool. I like the idea of it, and I feel like I'm mining something. I don't know if it'll be profitable at all. I did the math on it not too long ago. I needed like 69,000 fish to basically make $5 that I spent on the boat, because the boat is like an NFT. They had a $5 boat and a $10 boat. I really do wish I would have bought the $10 boat, but I only bought the $5 boat. Anyways, so then these are unprocessed fish. You go to process, and this is basically where you kind of cash out, right, to get the fish into your wallet, and you get a bonus. This is why I brought this up. You get a yield bonus for holding it. Right now my yield bonus is like 4,000 fish, so that's pretty good, and it goes up the longer you hold it. Is it worth it? Is it profitable? I have no idea. Probably not. But for the channel and things, we will explore. So that's Fogo. It's all about the Solana virtual machine. It's a layer 1, and it's about not having to constantly, approve everything, and you can stay logged in for, I guess, up to a week, and you can just keep updating it and never actually get logged out. Owl Finance. So I talked about Owl Finance, and I gave, let's go take a look at that real quick. We'll come right back to it. I did give a chart on it. I don't want to say I gave a trade because it is a brand new coin, and I'm not going to say that I'm super confident on it doing anything, especially in the environment that we're in. All right, real quick, BTC has continued to push up to the 3-minute. This is it. This is what matters. This is where we keep getting rejected. You'll see it over and over and over again. Rejected, rejected. It's like we keep getting rejected at the 200. If the 3-minute gets above the 200, I might believe that something's going to happen there. All right, here's Owl on the 4-hour, and it is beginning to break out. So if BTC flips here and pumps, go sideways, does anything but fall drastically like it's been doing, there's a good chance this thing could play out. And you got 100%. Well, we gotta adjust a little bit. Here we are. So it's a 92% move up to, what do we got? 17.4, so 0.174, basically like 17.5 cents. And your long position says that right now, stop a little bit under that last wick there, and you don't got a lot to go after. After about here, I can mark the bottom for you. You know, once you get here, you're at the bottom of this coin, like done. So that makes me feel like there's not as much risk to the downside. You could maybe project a shoulder ahead and maybe another shoulder, kind of cat ear vibe, very rounded. I don't know. I think it's more likely to go to the upside, but BTC has to play ball. So you throw this thing even on 10x leverage, you could be up 1,000% if this thing hits. Now, I don't give calls. This is just a TA that I did, but I thought this looked really interesting. I thought people might want to see this. Don't really see any div here. Let's go to the 1 hour. Sometimes you see a little more when you go down in time frames. Yeah, I don't see any div, divergence that's meaningful here. Yeah, I don't see any real divergence there. I like keeping this such a small coin. I'd rather keep it on the 4 hour and watch it here, maybe the 1 hour and watch it there, but I don't know. You're either in it or you're not in it. That's just pretty much how that goes. Now, where could you even trade this thing? I don't know. You might have to hold its spot. I don't know. Does MEXC have Owl? Camsta, can you tell us if MEXC has Owl? Shout out to anybody coming in. Smash that like button. Guys, show them our custom emojis. We have custom emojis for the channel. Hey, I'm proud of them because it took me some time to make them, and I really want to make some more of them. So if people could join that membership, then it'll unlock the ability for me to make more custom emojis, which I think is cool. Man, the ads on CryptoRank get very annoying. Anyways, this is Owl Finance. This is a chart that we just looked at. Ticker is Owl. I think it's actually called Alto Finance. And we will take a look at their website real quick. No point looking at the chart. We just did that. And it's finance, right? So it's going to be financial. And right away, it takes you to a bridge. So you can bridge assets. Let's go to deploy, right? And it says Lena. I know Lena to be a blockchain. Okay, so that's what it's on. You can click Lisk. Okay, it doesn't change it. Anyways, what I thought was cool here is they have quite a few blockchains I'm not familiar with. Ink, Circuit, Lisk. I've heard of Lisk, but I've never used it. And then, of course, it's like Takeo, Abstract, Zora Network. There's even this weird testnet in here. So I think it could have some usability if people need for some reason to get into these different things and they pay a fee to bridge, then maybe it could generate some money and be relevant. It could be infrastructure at that. It's financial, but it's also infrastructure. I don't see like staking and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? All right, here's the ecosystem button. Wow, look at all these networks that they must work with. Alien X Chain. Spider Chain. So they are all in some of these niche I guess layer ones. Very interesting. We'll see how this thing progresses. Does it stay trending? Does it stay on our radar? That is the question. $30 million market cap. It's only been as high as 40 million. I get a good vibe, and we go over a lot of these tokens, and you will not hear me say very often I get a good vibe from this token because I'm transparent and I'm honest about it. That's just how it goes. Noise, I was not impressed with this. No token generation event, so it's a little hard to really judge any price action or anything, but I was not personally very impressed with it because they present themselves as like a complement. Complement maybe is a little bit better description, but an alternative to prediction markets. It's just another prediction market, and it's called noise because they're talking about basically betting on elements of Google trends and existing prediction markets to gauge brand trends, narratives. You're betting if things are going to stay relevant over a certain amount of time. That seems wishy-washy. How relevant does it have to be for you to actually make money and get paid? I don't know. I wouldn't touch that thing with a 10-foot pole. There we go, Blues Guy dropping those emojis. I appreciate that a lot. Got to show them off now that you got them, right? X-Haven video on Flare is on NFTs, underground. What did I miss here? All right, cool. So gratitude, buddy. We love you, man. Hey, I appreciate that, and I love all of you guys as well. We have such a tight-knit community here. It's awesome. I ain't worried about the fact that we don't have hundreds or thousands of people on the stream. I am grateful for the close, tight-knit community that we do have. Sometimes that's worth even more. Hey, Elsa. New on the radar. I don't know what this is. Hey, Elsa is a cryptocurrency trading conversation bot, so like a ChatGPT trading bot designed to assist users in managing their crypto wallets. Okay, but it is a trading bot, though. Trading conversation. So is it not a trading bot? So this thing on the 1 hour. And let's see if we got anything going on here. Let's draw some trend lines. You ever notice that a flag is just like 2 trend lines? Assuming that this is the measured move, it is pretty straight up and down. It says it could get up to like 28 cents. It's only at 32 million, only been as high as 34 million. That gives me good vibes because what a lot of these charts look like is it came out right here. Let me change my my color here and probably the thickness of the line. All right, it won't remember my settings, so that sucks. So usually they come out like this, and then they go like this, and then they go like this, and then they go lower than even where they started, and yeah, that's not very bullish. So when I see them come out and not do that immediately, especially like This has only been out since today. So it didn't dump today with BTC price. So that's very interesting. People are holding it for whatever reason. And it's, you know, lower high, lower high, lower high. There you go. And to put this thing on anything more than the 1 hour doesn't make a lot of sense. Maybe the 15-minute would be cool to look at. It's like maybe a little bit of a cup and handle here, but it just kept going, so it kind of negated it. Anyways, you see the flag here. You see the flag. Again, with these new coins, a lot of times you might even have trouble figuring out where to buy and sell them. I'm scrolling down to see if I can find where you can get them. Sometimes they show you the pairs. Oh, here we are. So you can get on Aerodrome, KuCoin, Bybit, Mexi, and Bitmart. Bitmart is I don't hate the exchange. It's a nice, smaller exchange in my opinion. You do with that information as you will. There is my link in the description to Bitmart. I've been using Bitmart for a long time. There was a few times there was coins that I couldn't buy anywhere else but Bitmart. That's how I got into Bitmart. I don't use it a ton, but I've used it over the years for sure. Nice on Mexi, bro. Owl Mexi 20x leverage. Yeah, Blues guy. How you feel about that 4-hour trade? I feel like that 4-hour trade doesn't have, you know, as long as you don't go too crazy, it doesn't have as much risk. Gotta hit this slippery Elm T. I'm almost to my 24-hour mark on my fast that I started. And so feeling great. Hit the gym, fasted. Man, it's been a great day, everybody. Got a video done. I don't know why I love making those thumbnails. It's not exactly a big thing, but man, I enjoy doing it. Project 11, I'll touch on briefly, just tell you what it is. I'm not really all that excited about it. Project 11 builds tools to connect classic software with quantum computing systems. Sounds really cool on the surface. They've raised $26 million, so it's not too bad. Let's go to the website. The website had like nothing on it. You know I'm a little bit critical of websites. I usually do like a 1 through 20 when I remember. We look at a lot of websites, so I forget. Maybe sometimes people could remind me. But yeah, I give this thing like a 2. In creativity for the website here, I'm going to give it like a 2. It's super just bare bones basic. Maybe they're going to update it. I didn't mean to go to career. How big is too big? What does that even mean? Super basic here. We could dive more into it. The quantum narrative is going to heat up, in my opinion. That's bound to happen, and it might benefit greatly, this project. But I'm not there, and you can't even buy it yet, right? There's no token generation event, hence why I didn't show a market cap or anything like that. Then we have football.fun. Now, why do we spend so much time on this? Because I think it's really important to stay up to date with these coins before they're, you know, not all of them obviously, but some of them pump and you're like, man, I really wish I would have known about that. Owl could be one of those tokens. I get a good vibe from Owl. That doesn't mean anything. Don't trade on emotion and feeling, but you do get some, you get trader instinct, right? If you're trading, but also when we're deep diving and researching, I get deep dive instinct going on here. So football.fun is a social sport prediction game based on real life stars. Kind of sounds cool. If it was on American football, I would be probably really bullish on this thing. It's not. It's on like soccer, which I know. I mean, I know the rules to some degree and stuff, but I'm not super excited about watching soccer. Be honest, it's a hot take, but I feel like they mostly just run around and don't do a whole lot. It takes forever most of the time to even get a score. Hey, if you grew up with it, maybe you love it. Maybe a lot of people feel like that about American football. Wouldn't be surprised one bit. Anyways, measured move here out of this falling wedge says 19 cents. So there you go. The disparity between the market cap and the all-time high is not that bad. You know, 11.8 to it was once 21.5 million we're talking about here. And we'll show the website for a second. If you're really into soccer, maybe this is the thing. Play now, or we actually choose your game, free to play. I don't think they had this the last time that we looked at it. So, oh, they did. We just had to log in. And you know what? We just go over too many things. I got to see these things probably 4, 5, 6, 10 times before I'm like, I'm going to click on this and sign up. Underground is football hooligan. He drinks pints and kicks ass. Well, maybe that might be true. Some people here know that me and my brother are starting a football YouTube channel, but that's mostly because he's big that we could do. Are we reconnected? Okay. Says that we lost connection for a minute. Are we good? Show me something in the chat if you can hear me. I just want to double check because we lost connection to OBS for a minute. I think it's good. Anyways, I was just saying that we started something together because it made a lot of sense. We can do it without having to be actually physically together all the time. Enough of that, though. Yeah, we're good. Okay. I just got the random notification that I saw the hiccup. Okay. Well, at least it did a good job of reconnecting. So let's talk about Genius, right? Let me come in with the enthusiasm because Genius could have saved people. Whoops, didn't mean to punch the microphone. I probably just destroyed the microphone. Let me know if the microphone's still working. But it doesn't kick me out. Well, that's good. Mexi is still letting me trade. Just had a message saying there are some areas in Canada are restricted. Yeah, you're playing with fire, but hopefully it goes okay. Oh, that slippery elm tea is delicious. I wish it was still hot though. Okay, so Genius is a non-custodial digital trading platform launched by Shutter Labs. Now, what this thing does basically is makes it so you could have a self-custody wallet that you could use on platforms like FTX that collapsed. If you don't know about FTX, then you're new here in crypto. And yeah, if you could let me know if the mic's working good, I'd appreciate that, guys. Anyways, it's a non-custodial wallet that basically would keep your custody. So if you're trading on an exchange and the exchange goes down, you could still have all your money. That's really cool. It's something that could be implemented inside of a centralized exchange. Now, how receptive a centralized exchange would be to this, I don't see them really loving this, right? At all. And especially not using this. They would design their own product, in my opinion. But who knows? Maybe this could catch some speed. Maybe it could do something. The use case is awesome. We talk a lot about how a good project, a good company, a good startup needs to solve a real problem. We talked a lot about this kind of stuff. I'm really loving how our IQ raising events have gone. And then tonight is called Who Really Runs Crypto Infrastructure. So we talked about who really runs cryptocurrency in general. It's the validators, guys. Hate to give it away. The whales, the validators, they run crypto. And now we're going to talk about who runs crypto infrastructure. So we're going to get a little bit more niche. Just wanted to shout that out as we move on because we're all about raising that crypto IQ. And the one thing I didn't love is then you come to their website and it's all about launch pads. It takes you straight to a launch pad. They do have perps, but they just basically port in Hyperliquid and Aster. And they got a swap. It looks interesting, but I don't see the whole custodial wallet thing. Maybe when you make one of their wallets, then you have that non-custodial wallet. So that's kind of cool. So then you have Vera. Let's touch on that. Quite a few things to go over tonight. So Vera, they've raised $10 million. Vera is an on-chain neobank and mobile's first financial operating system designed to unify earning, spending, investing, and borrowing in a single self-custodial app with deep Web3 integration. Users can earn up to 10% APY across hundreds of DeFi protocols with no lockup or custodians. So if I remember correctly, one thing that I thought was cool about this, I'm going to bring it up, make sure that... is it this one that you had a 30-day? Sorry, I'm scrolling through it a little fast. Because I want to see, maybe it wasn't this coin. One of the coins had a 30-day APR, meaning you could pull you could get the percentage every 30 days. So that's cool. Let me port the sound over here. I realized that I have it on the wrong thing. Not that I'm really playing anything, but that's okay. And I'm not going to download the app. I'm not going to get their Visa card. I'm not going to do any of that. I see these projects pop up all the time. They really have to stand the test of time, in my opinion, before I would ever, entertain the idea of using it. So we have this Acurast. Accurast, like accurate. I don't know. Accurast is a digital computation network using smartphones for secure execution. So is there some ability to mine here? DPIN, mobile, Launchpad was CoinList, Ethereum BNB and Base. Those are good ecosystems to launch stuff. Backer Web3 Foundation and CoinList. The chart looks very shoddy. It's on the 1 minute. That's probably why. Let's see when this thing came out. And we're only on the 1 hour, so probably today. Yeah, so this thing token generated today. Let's go look at their Twitter and see how much attention they have. 17.9 million market cap, been as high as 25.8. Not a bad ratio. Like, it's not a bad, it hasn't dropped that hard, right? Mike is fine. Okay, thank you very much. BTC sinks back to 88. Says good. All right, glad to hear that. I was really hoping that we would make an Adam and Eve pattern right now on BTC. So if we pull back a little bit, that might give us that Adam and Eve pattern, but we'll see. Real decentralized computation network powered by phones. This is a very interesting idea. 141.7 thousand followers. Now live on the following exchanges. You get some Mexi, KuCoin, Gate, Kraken, and Binance. What is this? Bitavo? I don't know. I don't even care. I've never heard of it before. 36,000 impressions out of 141. It's pretty good. It's a little lackluster. Website. That's where like the real information is probably going to be. Decline those cookies. The token generation event is live now. So they're in the midst of it. Real decentralized computation network, truly scalable and secure, powered by phones. Provide computation and receive rewards. Access decentralized compute. Become part of the already growing Cloud Rebellion. Thousands are already on board. Join the Cloud Rebellion community and receive mist by completing quests, deploying apps, and Accurast decentralized cloud onboarding your mobile phone. There's a lot of these different ones, right? Grass is one that I talk about a lot, where basically they're just trying to get a bunch of resources to sell. So mostly for AI, but for many other things. And if you participate, maybe they'll give you good rewards. And that's pretty much what it is. They have a farm. You can farm everywhere. You could download it. What you're giving them access to on your phone, I have no idea. So there's that. The phone is a new foundation of the decentralized computation. I will say I am very kind of resistant to a lot of these things. If you have any apps with, access to crypto or anything on your phone, you might want to think about what you allow to have access on your phone. And that kind of wraps up the what is trending part of the day. So what I kind of want to do here, so when we go through what's trending, we look at tokens that we don't know what they are. But I thought it would make a lot of sense to look at what's trending for the coins that we normally wouldn't look at, but on the chart, right? So I'm going to kind of roll through this list and we're going to look at a few things. I think I'm going to start with Filecoin, and I'm going to port you over to the trading view. All right, should be over on trading view now. So we'll keep this going. We'll keep OWL open. Let's go look at Filecoin. I guess it's just FIL, right? And make sure I don't grab the market cap. I hate when I do that. All right, let's grab the perpetuals on Binance. That seems like a good chart to look at. And let's see if this thing is giving any vibes. And how? Oh, this is a 1 minute. 1 minute making a cup and handle with the inverted head and shoulder here. I would say more cup and handle-ish because of that pullback. And this is just on the 1 minute. I don't usually go over a coin on the 1 minute like this. It was just already on it. And there you go. That looks very cup and handle-ish. Let's go to the 3. You got the 21 with you. You got this gap. This is, when I see this gap, a lot of times I'm a little weary. I put them stop losses tight when I see those gaps, right? Because a lot of times you get that move back down to the 200. So this is all very recent, probably because BTC is finally playing ball a little bit. But let's go to something more manageable, like the 15. Hate when I do that. All right. And we will get rid of this cup and handle for Filecoin. Hopefully you guys like this part of the show. I figured since we kind of gloss over things like Filecoin and stuff in the trending, but they are trending, which makes them somewhat relevant. Somebody out there cares enough to be searching them and stuff, right? So what do I see here? We saw a flag like this not too long ago. This is only on the 15-minute. Now, you are far away from the 21. You're under the 200. So, as Lifer always says, that's my mentor. That's why I always talk about him. God bless the Lifer. When you're under the 200 moving average, bullish patterns and things have less chance of playing out. But you still have this cup and handle here too. Right? So there's that. And that would bring you up to like $1.39. 1 hour just getting this first almost V-like formation. And I would say that could possibly even turn into more of like an Adam and Eve, which is exactly what we're looking for to happen on BTC. Double bottom, Adam and Eve. Very strong pattern. So we would love to see that on multiple assets because that would line up a lot for BTC here. I was saying I really hoped, here I'll show it. It's like the 3-minute, but I was hoping that we get like this Adam and then maybe an Eve. As much as I don't want to see us pull back after all of this treachery, right? If we did and we held this support here, that would be really bullish because then we'd have the Adam and Eve, which plays out like 90% of the time. But remember, there's still that other 10% of the time where, you know, things don't play out. So I'm going to bounce in the background over to it. Okay, let's look at Sky. Just want to see if there's anything going on here. Because a lot of times when you do TA on a bunch of different coins, especially trending coins, ones that have attention, you're going to find that a lot of them have the same patterns going on. Not always, but a lot of the time. We're on the 1 hour. Let's go to the 15. So what do you see here once again? And the cup and handle can be a good reversal pattern, right? That is a common reversal pattern, and I see it. I would say probably something like that. Now that is a descending triangle there, and I'm projecting that pattern because we haven't really filled out what's going on there. It could easily just do something like completely different and it not fill that flag, right? Also, what I see here is shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, maybe another shoulder. Maybe that shoulder more stays inside of this triangle. All food for thought, right? Campsa says, is Filecoin a good project? I don't even know. I hold some from a long time ago. It's probably underwater for a long time. Mostly just hoping that at the top of a bull market, if that's even a thing anymore, it would be much, higher or break even and I could get off of it, right? It does kind of suck. For sure. When you're under, it is a storage coin, and it was like one of the only storage coins around for a long time, and it was popular. Now there's more storage coins, so do with that what you will. You use a VPN, Blue? I do not. Probably why. According to Mexi's terms, yep. Not available in certain regions in Canada, so not all of Canada. I emailed customer service and they repeated the same thing. It's like they'll just have to tell you, they don't have to actually cut you off. Okay. Is Filecoin a good project? I love the TA, man. That's what I need. All right, cool. I'm glad that you're enjoying that. Right now we are talking about Sky. And, Sky token is implemented in a lot of things. It's not a new token. So here's the 15-minute. Let's go to the 1 hour. I mean, 1 hour, you still have that cup and handle. You still have high potential for an Adam and Eve. Double bottom. So we'll see what we actually get. It is above the 100, or the 200-day moving average on the 1 hour. That's where I got the 1 from. What's next on the list here? Mantle. And we could spend quite a bit of time on this if you guys enjoy this part of the show. Let's go to Mantle. We'll get it on Coinbase. USDC. I really want like a USDT. Okay, here we go. USDT MEX. MEXC. The spot to be. All right, so they are under the 200 on their 1 hour. Let's go like the 15. Kind of weak sauce here. Mantle's not, you know, it's a financial thing. It's not one of my favorite projects. Maybe a very not, I guess you can always make it deeper if you just zoom it in. But it looks like maybe it's making an inverted head and shoulder. I mean, on BTC during this whole dump, we made many inverted head and shoulders, and none of them got any love at all. It was very frustrating. So I don't know how bullish I would be on that. Mantle doesn't look like anything super hot. I mean, it looks like it dumped right with BTC. We saw a lot of coins not responding to BTC's drop, like Axie, Infinity. But Mantle's not one of them. Mantle definitely followed BTC pretty closely here, as most coins would. I don't want to go over Litecoin or Stacks. How about Hyperliquid? That would be a good one to go over. So let's pull up Hype, which I probably already have up. All right, where do we want to look at it at? Not KuCoin. Perpetuals on Binance. We'll pull that chart up. That wouldn't be so bad. And it did the same thing. You can go into the 15. Same thing. So it looks like we're getting a lot of this here. Shoulder, head, shoulder, head, shoulder. That would be what we call a complex inverted head and shoulder. But I would personally wait for it to fill out a little bit more. It's also like a very rounded bottom. And that rounded bottom could make a cup and handle. You kind of just got to let that one play out. I don't see anything amazing here. Let's go to the 5 minute. 5 minutes still under the 200. 3 minute just playing with the 200. Of course, the 1 minute is bouncing off of it, kind of staying above it, just barely. So Hype, I don't see anything amazing going on here for Hyperliquid. What else do we got? Avalanche. I haven't looked at AVAX in a long time. I'm assuming AVAX probably did the exact same thing. And we'll pull it up somewhere that makes sense. Perpetuals on Binance. I'm cool with that. All right, see how this is very different. Let's go on the 1 minute. Okay, see, that's what's going on. All right, so this already got a double bottom on the 15 minute. So very clearly double bottom. It looks like it's where BTC is, just with another bottom. So it looks like it might be making that, you know, inverted head and shoulder, maybe. It's already got the double bottom, so I guess maybe we're not looking for the Adam and Eve here. Let's go to the 5 minute. Yep, 5 minutes playing with the 221 threatening to cross it. It is back above its 3 minute, so it's a little bit better than BTC is looking right now. Is there a trade? I don't know. It's like a Livermore cylinder, if you know what a Livermore cylinder is. You're basically drawing trend lines on the top and the bottom, guys. That's how you get these patterns. What did I miss? Love the TA, that's what I need. I used to really love AVAX. Yeah, well, they were all about gaming, so I thought they were going to do something. They never really did. Held it for a while, never made a dime. Blues Guy said underground ... I'm listening, Blues Guy. What's up? What you got for me? And I don't see anything too crazy exciting here, other than they're, you know, need to get back above their 200s here, just like BTC does. What else is good? Let's look at IP. And that'll probably be the last one I do, unless somebody wants to shout something out. IP is what best to pull up. Let's pull up perpetuals on Coinbase. Huh, okay, well this one actually looks interesting. You're getting a falling wedge here with a big measured move. On the 5 minute, We'll move up to the 15. 15 is still above its 200. Shout out to Story. Shout out to IP or Story. Blues Guy, I have it all set up. I spent, an hour and a half, 2 hours putting that together. So I would prefer if we didn't hold off, but Blues Guy, what if we did an update where you just show that part and we could use it like a reel or something like that? Unless it's an update that's like, if it's a reel, it's usually for videos that are like shorter than a minute. If you made like a 3, 4, 5 minute video, then maybe we could just do like an update. But yeah. And also if it's a reel, it has to be a different format. So why don't we just do an update on Enosis, right? Because I got to get these videos pumping. Otherwise, we'll be sitting on 30, 40 videos. And we don't want to sit on videos so long that new things move and things become irrelevant. So yeah, I would like to put that video out. It was a good video. I watched it, obviously. So IP on the 15. Oh yeah, it pumped. Yeah, it definitely did. So if you want Blues Guy, when I hop off the stream, we could always chat about it if you want to hop on a phone call. What's your next couple of days looking like, Blues Guy? Are you off? I know you did those 40 hours in like 3 days or whatever. So hopefully you're off for a little bit after that, I would hope. See what this 1 hour is looking like. See, it's not above its 1 hour 200 here. But we could talk about it. I would like to put the video out, though, for sure, because I have it all set. It's literally scheduled and everything. And I think people will enjoy it. So with that, let's go port us back over to the web browser. All right. And let's talk about the Crypto IQ raising event of the night, which I am always super excited about. Yeah, just do a part 2. People don't like when the videos are too long anyways. It's very true. Anything over like 20 to 25 minutes, you do lose a lot of people. The shorter the video, the better, but you don't want to always have 2-3 minute videos. Sometimes it's just impossible to show everything, right? If people want to watch 2-3 minutes of it, they can watch 2-3 minutes of it. Said I am in working tomorrow for 30 hours, then I'm off all weekend, bro. Okay, cool. I must already missed your days off there. That's probably why you were getting videos done today, huh? I'd really would not put it out as incomplete since you've worked hard. I don't know. Maybe we could chat about what's so incomplete about it. That's the part maybe I'm not getting. You're super deep into it, so maybe you understand why it's so incomplete, but could it just work as an update? Anyways, we're switching gears here. Everybody put your thinking caps on for me. And let's try to raise that crypto IQ. I know it's hard to care about education when you weren't the one who sought it out and I came to you. But you came to me, but I came to you. You see, we're working together here. All right, let's talk about it. And this is in more of a story format, so maybe it'll help you understand what I'm saying. So most people think when they click send, they're talking directly to the blockchain. That feels decentralized. That feels pure. But that's not what's happening. Behind your wallet, there are servers, and that server belongs to somebody. What are we talking about? We're talking about who actually owns the infrastructure in crypto. And I'm talking slow so you can absorb all of this. I missed some info. Yes, it's fine, bro. Okay, cool. I guess I should have picked a different video. That would have worked out well. RPC stands for Remote Procedure Call. You see RPC a lot in websites that we read. There's lots of these, acronyms. You might want to try to convert some of them to memory, like EVM, SVM, stuff like that. It stands for Remote Procedure Call. It's going to be probably something technical. It's basically a doorway, an API, a bridge. Your wallet sends your request. to a server. That server talks to the blockchain. So there's an intermediary between, your wallet and the blockchain itself, and that would be this server or an RPC, remote procedure call. You never actually touch the chain yourself. Who runs these servers? Because now you see without these servers, your wallet's not talking to anything. Most wallets default to Infura, Alchemy, QuickNode, or Cloudflare. Same companies, millions of users. That's power. That's control. Now, why this happened? Running your own node is expensive, technical, and annoying. Some people choose convenience, speed, and reliability. Centralization won in the end, even though everybody talked a real good game about decentralization. Centralization, the opposite, actually is what won out because usability, user interface mattered. Single point of failure. If Infura goes down, half of crypto stops working. Wallets break and dApps freeze. Decentralized chain, centralized access. Ouch. These are harsh realities here that we have to be aware of. RPCs. Providers can block addresses, filter transactions, and comply with the regulator. You wouldn't even know it. Your TX just fails. That's all you'll see is failed. Wallet illusions, wallet market, non-custodial and trustless. They choose your RPC, they route your traffic, and they shape what you see. Power hides in defaults. Nodes don't equal access. There can be 10,000 nodes, but if everyone uses the same RPC, then those nodes don't actually matter. The access layer controls reality. So the in-between all of those nodes is what is controlling who can and who can't. Cloud centralization. Most RPCs run on AWS, Google Cloud, and Azure. Decentralization built on centralized cloud service. Anybody picking up what I'm putting down? This is actually really interesting when you think about it. What's up, Blues Guy? Thank you. Yeah, you're absolutely welcome. Definitely, brother. Thank you for always being here and supporting the channel and being so involved. Why this matters? Because outage break crypto. Censorship is possible. Regulation targets choke points. So basically, when the regulators want to get a hold of something, they just go to the choke points, right? When everything's funneled into one place, when it becomes centralized, and they attack those to gain control. Thank you for all your hard work. Much gratitude. Thank you, bro. I really appreciate you. Thanks for saying that. Who benefits? Infrastructure provides. Infrastructure providers are who benefit. I don't know. I started saying that really weird. Charge fees, sell analytics, gain power. So the providers of the infrastructure, the people who we're talking about in the middle, right? They charge fees, sell analytics, and gain power. They become the gatekeepers and the hidden middlemen. Now you understand why today's thumbnail said hidden middlemen. How many of you guys even noticed that? Throw a 111 if you noticed that it said hidden middlemen on the thumbnail today. The future, possible paths here. So how do we fix it? How do we fix this problem? Because if you really understand what I'm saying here, this is a problem. Like, this is a big problem here. And they need to fix it before we have serious problems. Decentralized RPC networks, like clients, peer-to-peer routing, and wallet choice. These things could help improve. But usability must also improve. Core insight. Crypto didn't remove the middlemen. It moved them somewhere else. Just like it didn't, remove control, it rearranged it. From banks to servers. In closing, decentralization isn't just about nodes and consensus. This is what we're taught. It's about who controls access. And right now, it's not you. There you go. I thought that was a great, quick, and thanks Blues Guy for letting me know you saw that. You froze some there. Yeah, I'll make a quick video update on Enosis. Great idea, guys. Awesome. So we solved that problem. I love when we solve a problem. How long did I freeze for? Did we understand what I was saying? I thought this was really interesting. who really runs crypto? Who really has control of infrastructure? Who really runs crypto was yesterday. And then we getting into the infrastructure dynamics. Still drinking your clove water. Clove? I don't have any clove water. I would like clove water for sure. Still drinking my apple cider vinegar. Is that what you meant? Yeah, I had it today. 5 seconds. Okay, so not enough to ruin it there. Blues guy, what I'm on now is I'm doing the master cleanse. Matter of fact, we're going to talk about that in a minute. We'll talk about that when we get to the underground hangout part of the show. Yeah, not too long, bro, for a sec. So, did anybody understand what I was saying? Put a 111 in the chat if you're like, yeah, I got it. I totally get what we're talking about here. Throw a 333 if you have really just a vague idea what we're talking about, but you don't really get it. And then a 555 if you're just completely lost. And maybe throw, some of our emojis and custom emojis in between there and keep this chat running for me. 333. Okay, so Cam does a little bit in the middle. That's good though, because I feel like if I didn't do the story, angle on this, it'd probably be even less. And I'm drinking some dandelion tea. Hey, dandelion tea is good. I made a tincture with ashwagandha and dandelion root. I believe it was the root. And I love that tincture. I have a lot of bottles of it. We used to sell it back in the day. So, of course, I've got like 15 bottles of it. 777. Look at Blues Guy coming in saying, I got you. I totally understand it. Wait, I thought 111 was I totally understand it. 555 was I don't get it at all. So then I guess 777 is he really, really, really doesn't get it. I gotta fix that brain emoji. It looks cool, but when they smashed it down a little bit, they kind of messed it up. So we'll have to fix that. Camsta. All right, guys. Well, I appreciate you guys' participation. That is for sure. Shout out to the 12 people who are here. Thank you very much. Smash that like button and subscribe. Let's go over to the top gainers, top losers of the day. Because that's another place where we find some very interesting coins that are maybe not even trending yet. Breeding? What is breeding? Is that the top gainer of the day? Breeding. It's got to be like a game, right? What is breeding? Okay. Man, a lot of games. So card games. Wait, am I in category? I'm in categories. Sorry, guys. That didn't make any sense. I never heard of breeding as a project. So U.S. oil, of course, is up 310%. I miss her. You're hilarious, Camsta. I pick them up twice a year and freeze the flowers all winter. I have a crap load of dandelion. There you go. Best for your liver. Exactly. What's bitter for the mouth is sweet for the liver. That's a great saying. I love that. All right. So we had U.S. oil, or USOR. It's up 310% today. DI agent AI. D agent AI. Or AIA. I saw that Bankroll was talking about that. Haven't seen Bankroll on the show in a couple of days. I hope he's all right. I see him in the Discord. I think he goes hard all day and then he's like passing out. He's passing out around this time of day. Naurus protocol. Not super familiar with that. Seeker we talked about. Now all of a sudden it has a price. It didn't have a price earlier. Multi-bank group. MBG. Okay. Axie Infinity up 25% in the last 24 hours. AI Ring Complex. I want to check this out because I don't know what the heck this thing is. So it's AI, of course. I could have probably figured that out. Infrastructure. It's a pump.fund token. I'm good. On to the next one. I just don't really believe that a serious project is launching on pump.fund. Seeker we already went over. It looks like they just started putting a price here. So 57.3 million in market cap there for Seeker. We went over that. Let's look at this Naurus protocol. 32.8 million. Max chart says this thing came out July 30th, 2025. I do vaguely remember that. 4 billion in max supply, but only 599.2 million in circulating supply. So not even 25% vested at this point. Ethereum and BNB smart chain contract. Infrastructure. smart contracts, a layer 0. Who knows their layers? Who knows what a layer 0 is? A layer 1, a layer 2, a layer 3. What is the difference between them? Why do we have different layers? What does that mean? Raise your crypto IQ here at Underground Crypto Deep Dive Research Show, or just really anywhere on the channel. We're always trying to raise your crypto IQ. We want to educate people. So this Norris protocol is quantum proof cybersecurity for Web3. Norris protocol is the first sub-zero layer 1 blockchain that acts as both security layer for the entire decentralized stack. As a sovereign layer 1 for building apps, devices, and digital trust powered by whatever the heck that is that they've trademarked there, the DPoSec, consensus, Swarm AI, and DeepIn secure quantum proof architecture. I'm telling you, this narrative around quantum is coming. It's coming, guys. Who will be the winners? I don't really know. I think that may be the case, Underground. Anyways, ladies and gents, it's my bedtime for me, and I have one more full week of residential dispatch ahead of me while my dispatcher is in Cuba during a revolution. She's convinced it'll be fine. On the plus side, my controllers made it out of Iran, and he's back tomorrow. People really suck at picking vacation. Yo, what are you talking about, Campsta? What do you do for a living, Campsta? Are you a policeman or something? Police, firefighter, EMT or something? I mean, there's not a lot of jobs that have dispatchers, unless you're like a trucker. Are you a trucker? Communication layer. There you go. That is what layer 0 is. Did you have to Google it? Did you have to look it up? Resilient by design, quantum safe, instant deployable. So again, guys, this whole quantum thing is coming. Being secure for quantum attacks is going to be a big narrative. How many actual quantum attacks there's going to be, I have no idea. But if they want to push this narrative, then you need a good headline. You need something to be quantum attacked, right? There needs to oh man, if something happened and they blamed it on quantum attack from a quantum computer on BTC or like Ethereum or something, or XRP, one of those 3 big tokens, oh man, people would flock to these tokens. If you see that headline, when you see like BTC wallet compromised from a quantum hack, guy lost $30 million, $300 million, $1 billion, whatever amount of money it is, know that the narrative is shifted and quantum stuff is about to run. There's a little piece of my mind for you there. And what is the top loser of the day? Alchemist AI, Knockchain, Keld AI, Elisa and Just a Frog, Quail Network, and Possible Token in the White Whale. So there you go. And with that, let's see how long we've been live here for. We have been live for 1 hour and 41 minutes. I don't know why. It feels like it's been a lot longer, actually. I feel like we've been live for 2.5 hours, but we haven't. So let's take another quick look here before we switch to the Underground Crypto Hangout segment of the night. Let's go back to TradingView and see what the heck BTC is doing. Oh, that's not BTC. This is BTC. Okay. Well, right off the bat, in the 3 minute, which is where we're hoping to get above the 1 minute, should be above. Okay, 1 minute is above the 200 and is holding. Now, is it holding more than up here did? Sorry, I'm going back. No, not quite. We're almost to that point. But it looks very similar, right? This had a shoulder, head, shoulder type, pattern. There were probably a lot of other head and shoulders in there at that time. Now I'm messing things up. I love I can just hit the back button and fix whatever I mess up. And then of course here you can see inverted head and shoulder that definitely did play out. And then you got another one. Very interesting. Or you could just say, these are all, dang, I love when it doesn't work. All right, they're all head and shoulder patterns, right? I really messed that up. All right, let's make it bigger so I can stop messing this up. What am I doing? All right, so complex, head, Is that what we're doing? I don't know. It could be. There's kind of your trend line there. Or are we like flagging out? Could you say that we are flagging out for BTC with some kind of ridiculous measure move? Let's go back to the 3 minute. Right? Is this our measured move here? Is this taking us out of here? Also very cup and handle-ish, as we already talked about. Let's put that back. Cup with the handle. Says we could get back up to 90,000. That would be an accomplishment at this point, I gotta say. I will not really doing a whole lot. It's on a 4 hour, so I guess I don't expect a whole lot out of it. But also keep in mind that this is where we've been getting rejected over and over. And I don't know, you play a game of momentum. There's a rejection. Here's a rejection. So that's twice now, most recently locally on the 3 minute, that we've been rejected by the 200-day moving average. When we do get back above a 200-day moving average, it's very common for us to get rejected first, flag out, and then get the push up. So really how this goes and how that, gets us back up to the 5. Again, I'm not feeling any ounce, not an ounce of confidence until we get back up to this 15-minute 200 and get above it and close a candle above it. Then maybe flag out above it. When I see us flag out above the 200-day moving average, 21 comes up into price action, crosses the 200, and then comes up into price action, comes up and touches that flag, then I will think maybe finally we are out of the weeds. That's probably going to take all night and into tomorrow to even see. Wow. Jasmine totally dropped off a cliff. It's following BTC. Clanker also dropped off a cliff, but not so heavy, so that made it so everything we were drawing didn't play out, so we might as well just get rid of that. And it's a lot of wait and see. Anoma, just absolute garbage at this point. I could care less about Anoma. Yeah, it looked like, yes, I looked it up, could not remember. Okay, but hey, now you know. Allowing different blockchains, layer 1s and layer 2s, to securely send message data and assets to each other. Exactly. So layer 0 was kind of an afterthought, right? First they had layer 1s, they made Bitcoin, then they made Ethereum. And then they thought, hey, this would be a lot cooler if BTC and Ethereum could talk to each other. And then so on and so forth, many other things were, born in the crypto world as far as projects, XRP, all kinds of other things. And they began to try to link them together. That is layer 0. All right. Well, welcome to the Underground Crypto Research, Underground Crypto Hangout part of the show. I don't know where I was going with that. And with that, I'm going to take these glasses off, because they are awfully, they're not super uncomfortable actually at all. I'm tired of wearing them. I don't want to say they're uncomfortable because they're not. Look at those emojis. I'm kind of proud. I'll probably be a little while before I'm not hung up on these new emojis. It was cool. I'd never done anything like that before. I wouldn't say it made me feel like a developer, because it was not on that level at all. But it was a learning experience, and it was fun to do. So, we lost Camstar already. Blue Sky, you want to play some Panzer Dogs? If you do, drop it in the chat. The stream's a little bit behind, so I'll play a quick 3-minute round, and if you want to hop in, I will invite you on the next one. I hope that emoji makes sense. It's like a bowing emoji. It's like a respect emoji. Alright, wait for this fire to go away. Oh, cooked him. Got him. Sent him to the tank graveyard. Alright. Haven't got any special weapons yet. No, you're not getting away from me, fam. Alright, why is this person playing like they're not a bot? When they probably are a bot. I don't know, they're playing too good to be a bot. Get out of here. Got him. I'm going to consider this a warm-up game. Definitely a warm-up game here. It looks like he is blocking himself from coughing. That's hilarious. He's supposed to be palming his forehead. Emojis are hard because they're so small that you gotta really, I guess, nail it. You gotta really get a good concept that you can easily understand even when it's small. Dang. Oh, he weaved me. That's not cool. Got him. Got him. And the way emojis look like he smacked himself in the face. That's close enough. Smacked himself in the face, smacked himself in the forehead. I mean, it is called palm to face. It's a real emoji. I just kind of did like a remake on it, right? Alright, we got something to open. Anyways, what I was going to tell Blues Guy, if he's here, is that I'm doing, in the morning on an empty stomach, the Master Cleanse. Oh, I got my, before I even say any of that, I got my Blues Guy health question of the day. I think this will be fun. Blues Guy, have you ever heard of the Master Cleanse? And I'm sure there's more than one version of a cleanse called the Master Cleanse. And then when you hear Master Cleanse, what does that make you think of, Blues Guy? Like, what's a Master Cleanse to you? And then I guess you can judge me in the Master Cleanse that I'm doing. And we always kind of end the stream with some DeFi gaming. It's a good way to end the stream and just hang out with everybody. Let's see, can I get something for free yet? Oh, free. My favorite price that I'll ever see. Free. Freelicious is delicious. Got some more marigold seeds. I don't really know if those are worth anything at all. But whatever, it's free. And we got to try to get ourselves an NFT here. Starting to get good at this silly game. Almost too good. Then I'll start like not dying. And I'll be at like 10,000 points. And I'm like, alright. I didn't want to play this game that long. But then in my mind, I'm like, the higher I get, the better item I'll get as an NFT. Which I don't know if that's true or not. You just have to get 1,000 to get an NFT. Which really, you're just looking for stuff that's going to help your farm. And if it helps your farm, then that means you grow more stuff and you make more money. Trying to farm this BNB out here. That's what I really want. I want to get like, you know, $50 in BNB overall wouldn't be so bad. That was terrible. Oh, I did not see that guy. He was hiding. Bang, bang, bang. Got all the health. Got the TNT. Said the USOR coin rugged. And wasn't I just saying that it was a rug? I told my buddy to stay the heck away from it. And then when I saw it was up so much, I was like, I always feel a little bad. But you know what? He probably wouldn't have held it too long. He's not a crypto guy at all. I don't even know. He always hits me up at the most random times about a coin or something like that. Yeah. And then he tries to like completely do his own thing. Doesn't really ask for any advice. And I'm not going to give him a bunch of advice if he don't ask for it. You know what I mean? If he wanted advice, he would ask for advice. He did actually this time ask if I'd help him pick some coins, but he's just like so late in the game now. I was trying to get him to invest in some crypto, the bottom of the bear market previously. But it is what it is. You know, it's all about how much money you have access to. I don't think he had the ability to invest at that point. And although crypto has been a little treacherous, he still definitely would have made some money. Man, they really have messed with us this cycle so hard. It really sucks. I don't know if you call it like the maturing of the market, or I don't know what you call it, but it sucks. Is this the way crypto is going to be from now on? I mean, you got to think maybe it will. As sad as that sounds, will we ever have big pumps again? That is the question. All right, well, we're over 1,000, which is all we really needed here. Then I start getting competitive here. Come on. Alright, I'm just going to die because I'm tired of playing this. Yeah, layer 0, layer 1, layer 2. Same with cleansing. Many ways, my friends, many ways. Not one is better. Depends on how you do it. I was just wondering if you'd ever, if when somebody said master cleanse to you, if anything specific came to mind. Basically what I'm doing is salt, good high density nutrient salt, like some real Celtic salt. Celtic salt is what I use. Anyways, a half a lime or a key lime, coconut or olive oil, and cayenne pepper. Drink that in the morning when I get up on an empty stomach. Then halfway through the day, I have my apple cider vinegar drink. And then at the end of the day, I do that master cleanse again. It's supposed to help a lot with the, bacteria in your stomach and stuff like that, your biome. Yep, it was up to like $57 million. So whoever dumped it, whoever rugged that ISOR got paid. I was in the project late night that rugged pulled badly. I was in a project late night that rug pulled badly. I got out in time and profit. Okay, well done, Melissa. Yeah, this market now is very different and not as fun. Couldn't agree with that more. I wish I was there in the beginning. I would be in a Rolls Royce or something now. Yeah, there you go. Bro, that's kidney cleanse. Okay, I'll take a kidney cleanse. Kidney cleansing is fine by me. This game's fun, but I think I did everything. I just need to collect the little people. Hopefully they continue to do something with this game. But if it falls into absolute irrelevance, it wouldn't be the first one. Yo, why are all these things so dang fast? Come here. Let me get all your coins. Come on, green snail. Oh, great for kidneys and liver. Yeah. Makes a lot of sense since it's your liver that produces the is it enzymes in your body that cut down the acid in your bloodstream and in your body? I don't know if they're enzymes or not, but your liver produces it. So when you take the apple cider vinegar drink, it naturally cuts down a bunch of acid in the body, and therefore your liver doesn't have to work so hard. Or maybe it's the kidney. I don't know. Your body doesn't have to work so hard anymore for a certain amount of time, I guess, until it wears off, right? Just looking for these little creatures here. Add clover water. Do you just boil cloves in water? I need to get like some fresh cloves. I was telling my wife that the other day. Like I want some like, high quality fresh clove. And then what? I just boil it in some water. I assume that's how you make clove water. Oh, he said clover. Yeah. Liver is the most amazing organ. There you go. I ungraded everything. Yeah, I need to collect the little creatures too. That's amazing, Underground. You're doing great things for your body. I appreciate it, man. And I appreciate you always be here giving good advice. Believe it or not, I listen, man. It might not seem like I listen because I still have my plastic water bottle. I got to get those things figured out for sure. But I do listen, and I do try to do what I can do. Like I said, I'm almost 24 hours into my fast. I would really like to go for like 5 days. I hit the gym pretty hard, so I did have a protein shake, which is debatable. It is liquid, and I have a really high quality protein shake. No whey protein, none of that garbage. It's all straight 100% beef protein. It's like literally, I've done quite some extensive research on protein powders. About 6 months ago, I got really deep into researching them, and this is the best one I've seen so far. It's all 100% beef protein, and they didn't do any like weird stuff to it, right? They didn't like isolate some, a lot of them, they're like, we isolated this and we isolated. They didn't do all that. It's just beef protein. Yeah, you're stainless today. Exactly. I got to find my copper cups. I wonder if my wife threw them out. She didn't like them for some reason because she thought they would be hard to clean or something. They're probably in the back of the cabinet somewhere. I'll go figure that out right after the stream. Have your AVC right before the gym. Don't take protein. Try it for a week. Okay. So, Blues Guy, then what's the sauce? Why not take any protein? Is there a real specific reason for not taking any protein? Because, I would imagine your body needs protein, right? As long as it's like a really good source. You don't want to take junk. You don't want whey protein. You don't want isolated pea protein. You don't want none of that crap. In my opinion, I don't want none of that crap. Let me put it that way. So, the beef protein seems like the best to get your protein. I don't know. When I work out in the gym, I go pretty hard. Like, I'm there for like 2 hours. So I need to maybe replenish myself with something. Although I didn't think it was a big deal today because it was the first day of my fast. But I probably won't do that tomorrow. Also, it's hard for me to do a few things. Streaming is harder than you think it is. For some reason, I'm always super hungry or super exhausted or both after a stream. And just talking. Apparently, like I read a whole study on how like just talking for a long period of time burns a lot of calories. It was kind of a weird thing, but apparently there's some science behind it. Beef protein before workout, not good. Oh, I didn't take it before. I took the beef protein like an hour and 45 minutes after the gym. I didn't drink it before the gym. I see what you're saying. You thought I took the beef protein before the gym. No. I went into the thing fasted. Don't take protein. Yeah, okay. Beef protein before workout, not good because it creates your stomach to work at the same time. Yeah, empty stomach. Yeah, I did. Exactly. Yes, there is a reason for protein. Healthy fat will make you more muscles than any protein on the planet. Okay, there you go. Eat your protein at meals, not workouts and stuff, trust me. Yeah, I don't usually eat before I go to a workout cuz I work out earlier in the day and I don't like to eat earlier in the day. Also, the only reason why I'm drinking protein shake is cuz I was fasting and I didn't want the heaviness of eating something. Also, you can't fast if you're eating something, so that would be breaking the rules. But if it's liquid, when I first started, like the first day, it gives me a little something in me. No need for protein after the gym. Eat fruits and healthy fats. More muscle you will get. Okay, listen, he says. Okay, I'm listening. Man, I'm just glad BTC stopped dumping. That $2,000 dump for BTC on the 1 minute. It was on the 1 minute chart too. Let's take a look at this. Man, from 89,344 to 87,706 in less than 1 minute. That's some bullshit. You won't hear me curse a lot on the stream, but that is some absolute bullshit. I would understand if the price dropped over, I don't know, a 15-minute but a 1 minute flash liquidation like that's doesn't seem natural. Maybe it was. Maybe some giant whale decided to sell at a heavy loss. I don't know. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me either. Protein is not what everyone says it builds muscle. It's not the protein that does that. Oh, yeah. I understand that if you look under a microscope, you will not find protein. Protein is made up as an assimilation of amino acids. I got you, Blues Guy. I definitely get what you're saying there. But those assimilation of amino acids are found in beef. And what am I doing on this game? I have no idea. I'm just running around doing nothing. Let's play Panzer Dogs. It's the healthy fat fruits. Your cells are fat and need it, and all muscles love the fruit. H2O water structure. H320. Yeah, I'm familiar with that. So try it underground 1 month. All right. As soon as I come off the fast, I will try that. And then, of course, you got to get good fruit, right? What kind of fruit do you? What's the healthiest fruit? Blues Guy. Like, you probably don't recommend a banana. You know, a banana, the most concentrated sugar out of any fruit. Also, it's not natural as it was bred to be a banana. Natural bananas have seeds. I used to grow a lot of them. I don't really have any right now. Not the season for them anyways. It's cold. They all die. Banana trees do not like cold weather. Protein gives you life, not muscle. Okay. I do want life, though. Life sounds good. I like having life. I don't know what's going on, but this guy can't hit me to save his life. All right. Finally got one. Keep getting him down to like no health, and then I can't do nothing. There we go, team. Bang, bang. Another one bites the dust. Picked the wrong target there. Come on now. Take that health so nobody else can get it. Oh, look at that. 11-2. Green apples, watermelon. Oh, I love watermelon. Yeah, that's the best right there. Cucumbers, avocados, grapes with seeds, of course, apricots. One can live and survive great with only apples. Yes, correct. Bananas are genetically modified, and it's only sugar. Yeah, exactly. And then, of course, within the family of a lot of things, you have, genetically modified watermelon. And so you got to kind of pay attention. Things without seeds, we do not need. I like that. I just made that up. Things without seeds, we do not need. Never health advice here. Consult your doctor before you do anything, ever. Consult your doctor before you drink water or go to the bathroom. Just consult your doctor constantly. That's what you really need. Just talk to him night and day. Get his personal number, text him, and just make sure you're consulting your doctor in anything you do. Like before you breathe air, make sure you consult your doctor. That's what I'm supposed to say. And that is what I'm saying. I'm not saying that. That should be adequate, right? For any lawsuits over health advice. Ooh, got him. Got him. And he is dead. All right, moving on. Seedless is bad. Yep, there you go. I do agree with that. And seeded grapes are the best grapes anyways. And of course, when you get like seedless watermelon, it don't taste right. I want all that like magnesium that's in those seeds, bioavailable plant nutrient, magnesium, the good stuff. Blues guy, that's what I'm supposed to say. I don't want to disrupt the algorithm. Obviously, I'm kidding. I don't want to disrupt the algorithm though. YouTube, I love you. You have to say that once a show. So if you don't though, they won't push your videos. You have to say I love you, YouTube. And I don't think you ever do anything wrong ever. Censorship is good. Am I using the right keywords, Blues guy? Obviously, all jokes. Wow. I don't think I could have missed more than 100% of those shots. Oh, we got the flamethrower. We got to stay away. 9-3. That's game. Doctors about health. Doctors about health, he said. Oh, he's dying over there. I knew that would get you going. I knew it. Anyways, thank you everybody for being here. Says BTC just broke 89.5. Is that true? I'm way behind here. Look at that. A bullish pattern playing out. This is crazy. Hold on, guys. I'll port you over so you can see what I'm seeing. Been live for 2 hours and 15 minutes. I think that's good on a Tuesday. Whoops, that was just me showing you the same thing you were already looking at. What is going on? I know how to work this thing, I swear. All right. Look at that. That cup and handle actually doing something. Now, I pulled it more as this flag here. But if you pull like a cup and handle, should be top to bottom. That would give you a much bigger measured move. That says you could get up to 90,500. But I'm cool with a slow burn. Let the 21 flag out. Like, let it all play. Let's see. Now we move to the 5. We got the 1 minute. We got the 3 minute. Now we got to get the 5. We got to hold the 3. This would get us above the 5. And then you could look at the measured move. And you could say, okay, that would get us above the 7. It would not get us above the 15. The 10 minute would probably bring us right to the 10 minute. But, of course, it's not up in a straight line. And, yeah. There we leave off with BTC to a possible 90,500. It says, I love you, man. Show us the chart. Ah, there it is. Right in front of you. Nice. Well, that's the best thing I've seen for BTC in like 3 days. So that's a win, in my opinion. Were we just trying to fill a CME gap? I'm like, could somebody just next time we have all these buyers at a CME gap, can somebody just over the counter fill them so that we can move on and not have to tank BTC all the way down just because somebody didn't get their price filled? So stupid. Cancel the order and put a new order in. Like, come on now. Anyways, I digress. Have a great night, everybody. Stay underground. Stay crypto. I'll see you in the next one. That'll be tomorrow, 8:30 New York PM. What? 8:30 p.m. New York time. I feel like I said that backwards. Okay, bye. Just run away because I messed it up. Hilarious. All right, Crypto Ron out.